Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am Violet. I like to share my craft with you guys as often as I can, a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit about this, a little bit about that. A couple weeks ago, I shared how I cleanse my house. Well, I thought it'd be a good idea for me to show you how I'm going to re-cleanse my house. When I originally showed you how I cleanse my house, I showed you with an incense. I have now unpacked my witchy things, and I can cleanse with whatever I want, but it's not just going to be the same thing and a new item that I'm using to cleanse. I'm also going to be using a new technique. I know oftentimes whenever people cleanse their house, they like to open all the windows and things like that. If you're in a place where I live, where you get to experience the different seasons, right now, it's getting pretty cold outside. And honestly, I would rather be in 100 degrees than in 32 degrees. So, I don't like opening my windows or opening my doors. I really even like going outside during the winter because me and the cold air, we just don't vibe that well. So, I'm going to show you my technique on how I cleanse my house during the winter months. I'm not sure if other people do this. If they do, okay. But I haven't seen it anywhere else, so I wanted to share it with you. This practice does involve a Reiki or energy movement type of thing. Reiki and energy movement is kind of moving energies along your 7 chakras, your body meridians, places in your body that hold energy, moving it elsewhere or getting it to move if it's blocked or that type of thing. We're essentially doing the same thing in our own home. So I just want to share that with you. But I'm going to start off with our bathroom. I know it's a little, 70s, but this week we're about to rip out this bathroom and just redo everything, and then we're going to move to the next bathroom. So please don't judge me for how my bathrooms look, because I know. So right now, you're positioned in the only window in the bathroom, and this is where I'm going to send the energy out of. Last time I used incense. This time I'm going to be using Palo Santo. I love to use this little carrier because it just makes it easier walking around the house and cleansing. Makes it easier for me to go through and cleanse. So, let me switch hands. Not dominant. So for me, I like to use Palo Santo. You can use whatever you would like to use to cleanse your house. Sage, pine wood, cedar wood, whatever. If you want to use the incense, that works too. I like Palo Santo. I love the smell of it. I really prefer cedar, but it just doesn't, the one I have right now doesn't stay lit that well, and Palo Santo stays lit. So, cleanse as you normally do. Go through all the corners, all the crevices, all the nooks and crannies. So, I'm going to be back in just a second. And then what I like to do whenever I go through and cleanse everything is place my hands, palms out, towards the window or whatever link to the outside. Close your eyes and then visualize yourself opening it. And then moving all the gray or dark energy out. And then as you move your hands back, you're bringing back in a white light, a yellow light, a positive light, and filling up the space around you. Again, if you still feel there's something negative, push it out and pull in. And when you feel okay, you close that window back, close that door back. This is just what I do. I'm now going to go through all the rooms in my house and do this. I figured it was a quick video just to show you what I do. I did want to share with you why I had the feeling of why I needed to re-cleanse my home, because I think it's only been about a month since I cleansed my house. It really hit the fan yesterday. It was very recent that this started happening, maybe a few days. More noises around the house. I'm okay with noises around the house if it's sunlight outside and if it's dark, if someone else is here. I don't like being alone at night when they happen, and they were happening while I was alone at night, and it was really weird. So last night I was sitting on the couch minding my business, and a noise kept coming from, we have like a little laundry pantry because you just close them up. So I was like, oh, did I shut the cat in there? Because one of my cats, he likes to get in there and hide behind the washer and dryer. So I went and searched. No, he wasn't in there. I went to sit back down, and I would hear it again. I was like, is he behind it? Because he's done that before. He was not behind it. And I would go check, and then I'd go sit down. It'd make the noise again. The washer and dryer were not on at this time, so it was not that. And if the washer and dryer aren't on, there's no reason for movement of air or water to be going on in there. And it was more like a rattling of the pantry. There's not a vent right next to it. So, I don't know. And then, I've been having the feeling that I need to meditate or sleep with certain stones at night. And I knew rose quartz was one of them because I need to work with my self-love and self-acceptance and all that good stuff. So I went to my little room where I have all my stones last night, and I was trying to pick out stones. Obviously, grabbed the rose quartz first because I knew that was the one I needed. I picked up fluorite, jumped out of my hand. Okay, it doesn't want me. All right. I picked up a little small amethyst cluster that I have, and I don't know, it was like from the bottom of it, so the part that was not really amethyst but was attaching to the rest of like the geodes, you know what I'm trying to say, like the bottom of it, not like the actual crystal part. A shard stabbed me in my finger like a splinter, and then I dropped it, obviously, because it hurt. Onion, trying to get burnt. Stabbed me in my finger like a splinter, and I dropped it, obviously. So I picked the splinter out because it freaking hurt, and then I picked up the crystal and I put it back. Well, whenever I went to go look at my hand, like maybe 2 minutes later, I just had like blood dripping down my finger. I don't know what that means. I know that if a crystal breaks, it served its purpose. I don't know what it means whenever your crystals bite back, but I put that thing down and put it back. I guess I need to cleanse my crystals more. I'm assuming so. That makes sense. But I don't know. I didn't like that. I did not like that at all. I did end up settling, if you're interested, for a rose quartz and that was real southern, rose quartz and a labradorite slab. I kept the slab underneath my pillow in my pillowcase, and then I fell asleep with a rose quartz right here in between my cleavage because I sleep on my side, and it kind of just stayed there. But yeah, I don't know why I picked up the labradorite. I think after I got stabbed, I was just like, I need a crown or third eye crystal, so I'm gonna take this one. But another little bit of information. From my dreams last night, I got some really informative messages that I really needed. It told me what I needed to work on most, and that's what I fell asleep trying to get information on. So that was really helpful. Also, because I was getting all those weird vibes in the house last night, I tried to cleanse the house, visually, like I mentioned in my last video. But still feels a little off today. So I'm going to go finish cleansing the rest of my house. I really do appreciate you tuning in and checking out this video. I hope that it gives you some ideas. If you have questions, definitely let me know. If you'd like a video just on how I do Reiki, I can definitely do that as well. Yeah, that's all. Thank you so much for listening to me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.